than me,
Okay.
who's much more of a hustler than me, a man I can rely on and depend on.
We're supposed to actually add on your bank account.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Okay.
much. That's the kind of man.
So that means even the 30% is not there. Angela, it must
Like,
be 10%.
like she compromises. Like you think about it, you're like,
Because
oh,
once in a while
wow.
I'll be like, honey, I'm surprising you. Or
You must know
around the
why.
world.
On the
We're going to
birthday.
Dubai, let's go shopping on the birthday. It does take a 30%, you know.
Okay.
Here and there, a few things.
What if he does not have money and there's no electricity? So what happens?
Then I can step up if he's a man that I know is of value.
Value.
You see, if he's a man who, like I've said, can do a lot of things for me.
Yes.
But if he's a man who I know is a loser, he doesn't even bring anything to the table, what are we talking
He's
about?
always milking you.
Who
Once
can
a
milk
month.
me?
And you never spent on a guy.
Yeah.
I'm not forget about that. Angela, I'm talking about when you're in love. Things happen. And
My
Angela.
love is 100% calculated.
And then someone calls you.
I learned from when, no.
Guy calls you, says, I have an
emergency.
emergency. You can't do that. You have the money in the account. What are you going to do? There's an emergency.
Don't bore me. You're boring me.
Angela's refused.
Somebody told me I was going to just laugh and do
my
the talking
God.
because you're just making me laugh.
I can gauge, the man you're with, you already know you're dealing with a lion who's going to take care. So, of course, you have to help out when he's down. You have to be a woman who's going to help your man when he's down, his hard times, but you know that he's a man of value. Not a man who's there to depend and take.
Okay.
What are we doing with those? You know what I'm saying? But if you know this is a man of value, but things are down, you have to be a supportive woman.
Yeah.
There are times when you have to be respectful, always with a man, and supportive. So there are times when I don't mind coming in to support, but it's not going to be coming in forever and ever and ever. That's what happens.
Like, honey, my
But even, you're talking about
There are these
value. I'm not hearing the, good in bed or what, or you don't mind. You can stand the.
Yesterday they asked me, what would you go for first in an interview? They asked money. Which would you
go for first.
Money, food, or sex?
Okay.
I said,
Money.
Of course, money.
Money? Even me money, yeah. Money.
I cannot even enjoy myself in bed if I know there's no money, if things are not coming, where are we eating, what's happening? All this is
You
mental for
dry
women.
out, honestly.
Automatic,
You dry out. What are you doing?
Yes.
Because you're like, what are we doing
What
here?
are we doing? Like, you dry
It
out.
doesn't even happen. It doesn't even come.
Nothing.
But there's
incidentally,
money,
for
there's
men,
security, we are
The
settled.
joy alone. I know.
For real.
But then incidentally, most people, like there is a lady I talked to at one time, and she said she was married to one of the rich men around town, but the guy wasn't good in bed.
Money. That's
And then
what
she went there because she thought it was money, but then
he
then
didn't have
the body was demanding. The money was there, but there are certain things that the money can't really help.
It's okay. You gauge because you can't have everything.
Unless
in
if you're
life.
going to get a side.
By the way, you can never have everything in life.
You
Never.
can't have everything in life.
So you go there knowing one thing.
Thank you very much. Your priorities. I can manage this, but as long as there's money,
Me, I need
things
money.
are catered for.
Me take care of
because
me.
I have an expensive lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's not taken care of. What are we talking
What are we-
about?
Like, what conversation are we
What are we
having?
having? Sex with who?
With who? With what? Wow.
Everything people are saying, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
let me ask.
Yes.
Sex before marriage.
Sorry.
Do you support that? And okay.
I'm gonna give you the best answer because I've lived it.
Okay.
Because I was always like a slow. I always developed slowly. Like I was always.
Me too.
a
Actually,
mommy.
my feelings,
Yeah, and I was
develop
always
with time.
I was always a mommy and daddy's girl. Whatever mommy and daddy say, if papa says no sex before marriage, mama says it. Guess what? It's not happening.
It's not happening.
I was always such a good girl. You know what I'm saying? So my first boyfriend was actually my first husband. Who does that, Angela?
Wow.
Yeah, like for real. So when I started dating him and I was in love and then he proposed and we got married, that's when I'm like, okay, automatically this means that this is when I'm supposed to have sex.
Yeah.
So he broke my virginity, everything. But in a nutshell, if I had a daughter or a niece, which I do have, I have some beautiful nieces,
Nieces.
Ashanti and Ariella. I would advise them to be safe, but
All
to
right.
test waters.
Yeah, test waters.
I think
both
it's
legs.
important.
With both legs.
I think it's important, not with both. Anti-both legs means no thinking, no taste, no condom.
No condom.
anything.
No, anyway,
you-
test the
you-
waters,
You don't go in with both legs.
Yeah.
You go in with your thoughts, and you're
Yeah,
like,
true.
okay, I love him and everything, but I think it's important to test the waters first, safely.
Exactly.
Because can you imagine being stuck with a nightmare?
I know.
Somebody who's just a nightmare in bed forever.
Forever.
You know
That
what
is-
I'm saying?
You're like, this is it. This is the one.
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? So sometimes girls can confuse love and attraction.
Yeah, true.
And I truly believe that I had confused even love and attraction because I know it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more attracted to others.
So do you put a time frame?
Yeah.
Like when you
get
should,
to know someone first because hustlers are many.
Yeah, there are many.
Get past the hustler stage. These days, there's the hustler stage. Get past the hustle. Because others are coming to you because they think you have money, because they think you have fame, because they think you have a name.
Yes, that's
So
right.
get past that stage. Usually, time takes care of that stage.
True.
With time, they will fend off themselves.
Yeah.
Really, the truth comes out.
Yeah.
So always take your time. Don't rush because when you rush, you crash.
You crash.
And when you take your time, the truth comes out. And then, if he passes all those tests, then you now do like the tests. You don't go through. It's not for rushing as though you've never had sex before. What are you doing?
Sometimes you're scared. You're like, there are these guys who put ultimatums. You're like,
they
man,
put
if you don't
ultimatums,
give me
then
by now,
oh my God, then
I
he's-
am gone.
Then he's not the one. Then he's not the one. If a Negro gives me an ultimatum,
ultimatum.
Negro, bye. What?
like, peace out.
Thank you very many. You know what I'm saying? A woman, you have to have value.
Yeah.
You have to value yourself, and you have to say, and you have to have your own values and your own
Principles, blah,
Thank
blah,
you.
blah, blah.
My mom always says that be principled in life because either you stand for something or you fall for everything.
For everything. True.
So that's what I would teach my nephews and my nieces.
A guy
Both,
says
of
that
course,
it's
it's both even boys and girls. Same thing. Because there are girls who hustle boys.
Yeah, true.
Because there are rich boys out here. They are being hustled every day by desperate
Tugume
women.
is saying
True.
that money is one problem, one problem that is really making these women not get married. But what if the money is there and it's gone? Then what happens? When it's gone, you break up?
No, you don't break up. Like I said earlier, that you have a man of value who you trust, who's passed the test of time. And God forbid things get tough for him. You must be an independent woman so that when things get tough for your man, you step in.
Yeah.
What if I step in and I see there is no hope of him getting up?
Nope. But a lot of men, the man you decide to be with, you know the hustler he is.
You know his strength.
Yeah, you know his strength because that's
okay.
what convinced you and that's
Yeah.
who he is.
Unless you don't want to be patient.
Because a lion can't pretend to be a rabbit.
No.
A lion is a lion,
He's a lion.
forever.
Yeah.
So you know you have a lion, he's a hustler, he knows how to work, but bad times have come.
can be
So
just different, that
you
this man
must
who
be
just-
a lioness
yeah.
who's also going to be like, honey, you've taken care of me for all these years.
Yeah.
Now is the time for me to show you the lioness in me. I'm going to step up. So
Okay.
no matter how long it is, so your job is to step up to build him up.
Yeah. The only time I won't step up for long if the man is not actually trying to hustle. There are those men who just take a back seat and then they relax.
But
And you're
those
like-
are not lions. Those are now
Exactly. I don't know what
Other-
happens.
other
And you're like,
animals, antelopes,
and then
and
you're
the
like,
rest.
man, what happened? But if I see you trying,
Leopards.
then I can step up.
You know what I'm saying?
Then can you, Jesus,
Because a lion
you?
that you've married is a man who's not comfortable with you taking care of him.
Exactly.
So even he will do his best to
Yeah.
get out
get
of the
back
fact
up.
and the embarrassment of my woman is now taking care of me because that's the man I married who can't stand the fact that that a woman is taking care of him. He's
Yeah.
a man who's like, I must take care of my woman. I don't care if you own heaven. I don't care if you're rich. I am the man and I must take care of you. That's the man I'm marrying.
Can you, Jesus, asking you
I
which
like.
value?
I like.
Can you, Jesus, asking you which value are you trying to talk about, Madame Angela?
And that's beef.
I know.
We have
Even the
spoken
commandant.
The madam shows you the
Man.
The values are simple. The values are be a man who's ready to hustle. Be a man who's not comfortable with your woman taking care of you.
Yeah.
Be a man who knows that you must take care of a woman. Be a man who's a lion. Be a man who knows you're a hunter. Men are hunters.
Yeah, they're supposed to
So
be
why
hunters.
should I'm the prey? Now I'm the prey, and you're comfortable with the prey taking care of you, the hunter. Which is again,
Yeah, doesn't make
There's
sense.
where these laws of nature come in. You know, the laws of nature is me what I follow. I know I have to respect a man. I have to value a man, but I know the man also has to understand that he is the hunter.
Yeah.
And I am the prey. So the hunter must hunt the woman and take care of the woman.
Yeah.
So the balance is off when the prey. Now who's me that I'm taking care of the hunter? What are we doing? So does that answer his question?
I think it must answer. So I think you know that kind of mind.
Let me ask. What is the difference between, I know you must have given people an opportunity, like just going out and dating on a date, compared to the ones in Uganda. How is it like? The men the other side and this way.
Surprisingly,
Who is more caring? Should we fly to America? Or should we look around?
let me tell you one thing. I
Yes.
love my Ugandan men.
Oh.
Okay.
I find Ugandan men more responsible, and that's where the traditions. You know, traditions, you don't just follow every tradition.
Yeah.
Because remember, there's a time when slavery was a tradition. There's a time when women not voting was a tradition. So it's not that we just copy and paste every tradition because it was a tradition. But I love the fact that the men here are raised to take care of women. You know, there is that tradition,
Yeah.
and we understand each other better, and we know our values as
Yeah.
Ugandans. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? As opposed or being like me, who was married to an African American who didn't understand nothing.
I know.
Like what?
I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt so estranged from him. Like he was almost like basically a white man, much as he was African American. But by the time we separated, I didn't understand him. He didn't understand me. You know, so for me, I would always say, always look for a partner who's closer to home, who's closer to your values, who's closer to your traditions. So for me, I would always prefer a Ugandan man.
Okay.
But there was one who was so sweet. I don't want to mention names.
Which one?
The one who was so sweet.
Why don't you tell us?
I
I'm
don't know
also dying
about
to know
that.
who's
Who is that one?
Tell us.
But
Who was
the
so
Ugandan man who was so
Who was so
sweet,
sweet?
got you a place, you know, showered you with all the love, the care. I don't want to mention names.
Bought her
But then you
place.
broke his heart.
Bought her a place.
No, rented
Yeah,
a
men,
place.
be specific and feel free to be specific.
You think Angela cares? But then she
Exactly,
doesn't.
because my mind is like,
Why she talks about
and I do
anything?
estimation one, you're like,
I
no,
know.
man, that's what you want. So I know people know there too.
I know.
So tell us who, then we explain.
Hey,
Ah,
you're scared.
I'm scared.
Andre?
Why?
Andre? Okay, I think
That's
that's
what you
Andre.
mean.
Because the silence.
So ask him, what were you asking about him? That what did
He was so
do?
sweet. What do you mean, like sweet?
Like he was
in
so
what?
sweet,
How?
like somebody investing in you all that money.
Yeah, he did. He did, and he invested so much.
Was it-
Bambi, he valued the money. And that's why I will never speak ill of him, and I will never speak against him. I always
He's
thank
a
God.
lover.
But I always thank God, you know, because there are so many boys who are, or guys or men out there who are like the opposite. So when you get a good one, you thank God.
Yeah, true. You do.
So he valued me. He did it all. He spent every single cent on me, and I thank God for that. He spent, I always say over 20 million, but Ugandan stuck on 20. But I said over. My statement said over 20 million. So it could have been even
50.
closer to that. Closer to 30 at least. But they stuck on 20. I didn't understand that.
But
No,
with
he
all
did
the
it all.
care.
And you know, that's a man you want, frankly speaking, because a man who will show you, I am ready to give you everything,
Yeah,
first
yeah.
class everything. Got me an apartment and furnished it everything, brand
Beautiful.
new. From the chairs to the brand new everything.
That's the man you would die for.
Because that means he appreciates you. That means he
He
understands
values
your
you.
value. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know, so to me, I was
So why
very
didn't
happy.
you?
But I told
Until now, we
you
had
the
our
testing
issues.
situation.
The testing.
And actually, most
We had our
girls,
issues.
most Ugandan, yeah, another issues. Most Ugandan girls, do you know what they do? Do you know most men fear going for an HIV test? Most men. Do you know what they do?
And
They
that's why
send you there. They're like, go and check.
Yes,
If
yes.
you're fine, that means I'm fine.
And which
How?
girl goes?
And which girl goes? You don't go.
Me, I'm like,
Remember what you said?
we are
Remember what you
going
said, Bina,
together.
one day? Hey, one day you said, Bina, you can use a condom today,
Yeah.
tomorrow, the third day, then after 1
But
week, you
no, no,
forget.
not even 1 week.
That
The
the morning.
condoms break, guys. Let's talk for real.
Yeah, they
Condoms
do.
break. Imagine that excitement, nobody has tested, and the thing breaks.
Then what?
Do you know that panic at that situation, at that
Yeah.
moment? You know what I'm saying? So why... I'm all for condoms, it's fine. I'm all about safety, it's
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
But before safety, there's the most important thing.
That's the check.
Test yourself.
Knowing
So that
that,
in the event that the condom breaks, you're like, it's okay.
It's
I've
okay.
already tested. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So our issues were technical, and it was so sad because it was so technical.
Yeah.
Otherwise, from here I was very happy with him
Bambi.
because he
But there-
valued me,
there is
and
also
women should
somebody
look for
else
somebody who
Who
values them.
Yep.
By the way, we want to get those that value, because the ones that value you, Angela, God has given.